So this is what we plan to go through. Is Ethereum for peasants. That's just what I call in it. Okay, we have like 5 concurrent streams, so that's looking alright. If anybody in the chat, just say in the chat so we know you're out there. Happening. If anybody in the chat, just alright, Darius there, Don there. Unfortunately, Aaron can't be here. Aaron is usually my moderator. Darren is here. Nice to see everybody showing up. I think there's gonna be a fun chat, a fun little thing. Jean Marc, nice to see you guys here. With me right now is my cousin Justin Mohan. So he's on Discord right now with me, and he's gonna be our guinea pig for today. So Justin is in the finance sector and he has never really actually interacted with crypto or blockchain before. So I thought it would have been an interesting experience to walk through this demonstration with somebody with completely new eyes watching from Guyana. Hey, love to see that done. Love to see the regional experience. So Justin will be walking through this experience, and when he has questions or any concerns, we'll be hearing from it from new eyes. So I thought that was important to hear. So Justin, you want to tell anybody about your YouTube channel?
Oh yeah, hi good night everybody and everybody watching right now. As Vern briefly introduced, I am Justin Mohan. Yes, I'm Vern Cousin, and I do have a channel that's up on YouTube right now. It's a very small channel. It's recently started, Intro to Value Investing. I just have about 3 channels up there. 3 videos, sorry, on the channel right now. Hopefully intend to do more videos in the future, but I had to take a small pause, due to working from home and studying and basically life coming at me at the moment, right? So looking to resume in the probably next week or so and have more content out there.
Yeah, so I have your channel up on the screen for anybody who wanted to take a look at it. So it's more into like stocks and getting into trading and just understanding how to invest on that side. So I, as everybody would know from my channel, I'm on like a complete different end, and I just thought it would be an interesting experiment to see him kind of go through this little experiment I have set up for you guys here. So we have like 7 viewers, so I guess now would be a good time as ever to kind of get a little going. So I'm wondering if I should share my screen on Discord for you, or you have like a YouTube open, but then I might have latency. I'm gonna share my screen in Discord. Tell me if you see it, like, or if it's a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Alright, cool. So this will be basically my presentation. Then guys who familiar with the cryptocurrency know I usually kind of try to build a little presentation to follow along with, but I don't stick to it strictly. So we'll get into the way in which this need to be created. This content is I want it to be set up in a format such that you could watch this back like a week or a month later and probably go through it with your friends or family and probably recreate the entire experiment yourself, because you essentially want people to get into crypto, but a lot of the hurdles and barrier that exists in crypto is the cost factor. Back in the day, it was very cheap to get in, but just interacting with crypto and sending crypto, it's so expensive that it usually it pushes a lot of people away from the experience, and we really want to get that experience. We want to get what it is this mining is, what is the blockchain. We keep hearing these buzzwords and you're not really familiar. So let's get started with the most basic of things, right? So I call this Ethereum for peasants only because I did a stream before this called Bitcoin for Peasants. And the idea is that this is like Bitcoin for dummies, this is Ethereum for dummies, but this is less about let's say fundamental technology. I'm not going through an educational video as much. It's an educational video, but not academic as opposed to demonstration. So the first thing I'm gonna need everybody to do, everybody in the chat, we have 11 people in the chat, is we want to explore the Ethereum ecosystem. We're gonna need a wallet. So I need you guys to go to metamask.io and download the Chrome extension. So it should look like this, and you would be coming here, clicking download, and downloading your Metamask wallet. So download Chrome, install Metamask for Chrome. So Justin, you could start with that. People in the
I do not right now.
okay, great. And people in the chat right now, you guys can do it. So I already have it. Nice, cool. If you already have a MetaMask, that's all cool. We will be moving on to what we call a testnet. So for people who are not familiar, and I did say the reason we're doing it in this test environment is to reduce that risk. We're gonna be using what people know as a testnet, and this testnet is Ropsten. So there are several Ethereum testnets. So apart from Ropsten, there's Kovan, there's Rinkby, there's lots others. You could even deploy your own testnet, and essentially that's running the same Ethereum with all the consensus, all the rules, but on your own network. So the blockchain is fresh and started with your own interaction. So everything there is for you. Ropsten, in Ropsten, all assets are worthless. In Kovan, all assets are worthless. So the idea is you get to play with that functionality of Ethereum without actually having to risk anything. Let me see. Is Spotify too loud? By the way, if any of you guys, hey Kyle, what's up? Kyle in the chat. Yeah, if any of you guys having any issues or problems with what's going on, ask questions in the chat and I'm willing to answer them like on the spot. So right now, Kyle, you missed the first part, but I want you all to go to metamask.io and download and install this Chrome app. So go download Chrome, install the Metamask. When people install the Metamask wallet, send a thumbs up. And Justin, you can tell me when you finish it, because like I say, you are a beginner. So
yeah, I already have it installed and stuff like that.
Alright, cool. So you're ready to start. So the next step, once you have it installed, is you're gonna see the options import wallet and create wallet. That's what you're seeing, right?
Yeah.
Right, cool. So important, right? When you create a new wallet, you're gonna create something called a seed phrase, right? And this is, for all intensive purposes, is your crypto. So write that down on a piece of paper and store it safely. If you don't keep it safe, expect your crypto to disappear like a gauntlet snap, right? So when you click on the let's create a wallet, so when you click that, they will be generating 12 or 24 words. And those words represent your crypto essentially. Is keys that represent the crypto. I have a whole video dedicated to explaining how that works. I'm not going to go into extreme detail, but that essentially is almost like a whole set of passwords in one. So the ideal thing to do is to write that down on a piece of paper, because when you are starting up the wallet, they'll ask you to input it back to ensure that you have the right keys written down. So once you have that in, let me know and we'll continue. Okay, Kyle has it. Darius has one. I'm pretty sure Jean-Marc has one. Guyana, Don, you have it? How we doing? Yeah, you see, Darius. So the password is just to protect you from people who come in onto the computer to use it. So to stop them. But the passphrase, the seed phrases are everything on mobile. So I'll just watch. Alright, Darren, no problem. But there's a lot of fun you're missing out on. So right after this, when you completed with getting your seed phrases, copy down, and your wallet started. I'll see if chat is ready to go as well, because Kyle is ready, Darius is ready, and I hope everyone else is ready. And we can move to the next phase, which is knowing which network you're on and how to swap that around. Let me open Remix right now while I hear. So how you doing, Justin? You getting through? Am I getting through? You need help?
Yeah. Nah, I think I'm fine. Is the Ropstein test network that we supposed to be on, right?
Yeah. So okay. So
Onto the
since you
Metamask?
reached there, yeah, I'm gonna show you on the screen. So on the top, you would see Ethereum mainnet, right? Um. So what we wanna
Right.
do is click that drop down on the top, and you would see the other networks, and you wanna select Ropsten. Now, just a small overview of the different networks. Ropsten is almost very similar to Ethereum mainnet that does the same proof of work algorithm in terms of mining blocks. So it's almost identical in terms of how it's let's say mined and how blocks are created. Whereas Kovan and Rinkby, all of these are a little different. They are almost like different recipes and different ways you could think out it to get different let's say optimizations. So they were playing with the formula. But Ethereum is the main net, so things on Ethereum actually worth money. And Ropsten is like a mirror of that, but it isn't with anything. So once you switch to Ropsten, you would see the same configuration like before, and you would have noticed on the top by account one, you would have probably saw an address, right?
Right.
So I explained already why testnets. So you were probably wondering why testnets exist, right? So the reason
Yeah.
testnets
Well,
exist. Mm-hmm.
I guess it's like a, I guess it's something like a, well, understand that this is like a mirror, right? So I guess
A mirror
similar
of the
to like
code,
a kind
but
of,
a mirror of the code, but not the same
yeah.
assets. Yeah.
Okay, understood.
So the main reasons why they exist is if I wanted to test a application I was building a smart contract, I wouldn't deploy it in the mainnet first because it would cost a lot of money to find bugs. So I would develop it and test it on one of these test networks and then play around with it, see if anything's wrong, and it's for free. I find out if there's bugs for free, right? And then on top of that, if we wanted to do upgrades onto the real Ethereum network, that's so risky. You don't want to do that on your main network yet. So you do it on our test network. And once the test network has no stabilization problems, no problems in general with the deployment, then you can consider moving it to the mainnet. So you want to test things on the test net before it goes to mainnet, essentially.
So it's like a pilot, more or
Mm-hmm.
less.
Essentially, that's your place to do your piloting. So
Okay.
I want you to copy your wallet address to your clipboard.
Right.
So where's your account one? If you just click it, it will copy it. and you could
Right.
send it on Discord for me, right? And I'm going to send you Ethereum. So people in the chat, I want you guys to send your address in the chat, and I will send you guys test Ethereum. So in this account here, I have about, let's see, I have 17 test Ether in this account. Alright. Cool. So I just received Justin's address. So when you think of this address, this is almost like a bank account number, right? So this represents where funds will be going to. So I'm gonna come
Okay.
right here. You're gonna see how I do it, right? And I'm gonna come here and click send, right? So add recipient. I paste it in your address, right? And I'm looking to send you 5 Ethereum, right? So this is gas prices, the transaction fee, which I'll kind of run through after this slide. So 5 Ethereum and plus gas fees was the total. It's gonna cost me in total 5.00021. So you understand? This is how much I want to send, and this is gas fees.
Right.
So the total
Right.
amount plus gas fees is this. So that's how much it will cost me. So I'm gonna click confirm,
Okay.
and then if you look over in activity, it pending, right? Pending means that it's the transaction is sent out for somebody to mine it. Once it's mined, it will be included into the blockchain, and then it would come out of my account and show up in yours. So
Okay. And how long does it normally take?
it usually takes around 12 to 15 seconds on Ethereum. So you see it just went? It went down from 17 to 12.
Yeah, yeah.
So if I click on here,
Okay.
I can see the entire log. It should
Yeah.
show up on yours, right?
Yeah, it actually just showed up on mine.
Right. And if I click here, I can see the full details of the transaction. So if I view on Etherscan here, I would be able to see this is the transaction came with a transaction ID. It came with the block stamp, everything, the transaction fee, how much confirmations happened, which means how much blocks went on top of that. If I wanted, I could see more information about this transaction. So you could see it. You went from 0 to 5 here. It had a state
Yes,
change.
I did. It went
Right.
up.
I went down from 17 to 12. So all the information is recorded here. So this is when people talk about the blockchain, this would mean, right? Now, it's important to understand that this blockchain is just one. This is this company, Etherscan, given access to the blockchain on this website. You could go on other websites, other block explorers. So let's say we just type in Ethereum block explorer, and you would see there are other blockchain explorers. So this is another one. And then let's find another one. Blockchain.org. So this is some other. Let's see. Will scanning the transaction ID work on online scanners? I don't know if it works for test Ether too. Yes, it does. But you have to make sure you're on the test network. So you would see on Ether, Darren, you would see on Etherscan here, it says Ropston testnet. So that's how I know that I am on this network here. And we're gonna be doing more stuff with it. Okay, answer my question is in the Block Explorer. Right. So guys, Darius, Kyle, anybody in the chat, send me your what do you call this thing? Send me your address and I will send you some test data here. And
Okay.
Justin,
I found this on the web for will
oh my
scanning
God.
and transaction ID work on online scanners.
Siri loves to just put herself in my conversation. So, Justin, I'm gonna copy my address, and you could probably send me 1 Ether, right?
Okay, sure.
Right. So you could consider this almost like my what do you call it, bank account,
Bank
essentially.
account number.
Yeah, in a sense. Now that's not exactly what it is, but it's to draw an analogy in what we're doing.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. And I really want this video to be accessible to new people let's say it's out in the open in the wild.
Right, so I guess the settlement amount or the cost to me is 1.0000021, right? That's equivalent to gas fee, right? So
Yeah,
I'm sending you
0.00. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah.
cool.
So I'm sending you one Ether to you right now.
Right. So when you send it in about approximately 12 to 15 seconds, I should receive it. Now, it's important to note, and this is good for the viewers, that that's because there's no real let's say traffic to go in our block, because this is a test net. There's no huge amount of people trying to use Ethereum at the same time. So what happens right now, Justin, and this is where we have a scaling issue we're trying to work through. So much people are trying to send transactions that it can't get done in one block or the next block. It may take 30 seconds, it may take a minute, because people are fighting up to get in our block. Okay, so I just received it. So you want to see on my screen now 1 Ether showed up.
Yes.
And you would now have
Confirmed.
4 Ethereum, well, 4.00 or something.
Yes.
All right. So how you feel about that transaction? How you feel in general about that? What's your thoughts?
My thoughts?
Yeah. So far, we're gonna be doing more stuff, but yeah.
I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, it seems like it more or less resembles an online bank transfer, like something you do like on a Republic Bank app or a social bank app or something like that.
Right.
So I mean, there's nothing nothing out of the ordinary.
So the key difference here is, let's say for Republic Bank or Scotia Bank or any bank, the only way to know how much money you have is if the bank tell you how much money. So if, let's say, Republic Bank servers down, you don't know how much money you have. You have to hope that they are keeping good track record of your funds, which most likely they're doing based on regulations and stuff like that. But I'm trying to say, you have to deal with a central authority that keeps track of it. Whereas in this scope here, this is on the blockchain. So when the transaction is sent, I could check multiple different blockchain scanners to see if it went through. And if I am very, very what you call it? If I am a person who is not trusting of, like, say, other sites, I would actually go and download the entire blockchain myself and check it, which you could do. So I don't have to be reliant on a central authority to tell me if the money is there or not. Well, not the money, the asset. Now, I want to go a little further now, because we kind of went through sending Ether, and it was just like, well, why Ethereum need to exist on Ethereum, right? So there's this conception where, I wouldn't even say conception, there's this confusion where the blockchain is confused with the asset, right? So in Ethereum, it's actually a little more defined. There's Ether, ETH, and then there's the blockchain Ethereum, which is a network, right? And you need Ether to send transactions or to use smart contracts on the Ethereum network, right? So to go through my analogy even further, I kind of do up an analogy here, so on the PowerPoint. So once you're watching the screen, so the idea is this vehicle needs to go from point A to point B, right? But the vehicle needs gas, right? So in Ethereum, this gas is essentially ETH. So to go from here, let's figure out how far A to B is, and then we'll know how much gas to estimate. So you do an estimate on how far A to B is, right? And then you say, okay, here someone is sending 0.03 ETH. So you would see 0.03 ETH, but the gas fee is about 0.46 ETH or whatever, right? So it's almost like a truck carrying gas, right? So he need gas to move, but he also carrying gas. If that makes sense. So the asset you're carrying is also the asset to make it move.
Right.
Right. But that's not the only asset you can carry. Right? So this might be Ethereum, so you're sending gas, but then this here is a token. This is called a BAT token, a ERC20 token. And then we have here NFT. All these are things you need to carry. And because this is A to B, A to C, A to D, they have different transactions related to them.
Okay.
So it's be confusing when you see something like 0.03 ETH, and then this is the amount, and then this is the gas fee. But then what if what you're sending is different from the gas fee? So the gas fee would be in ETH, but then the asset would be something else. And that asset could be anything. And we'll get into that. So we're gonna get into that. Right? So you're probably wondering why some would have more fees than other, right? Because the mining fee is not the same.
Yeah, why is that?
Right.
Okay.
So why do sending different assets cost more less gas? It comes down to how the smart contracts are coded. So more lines of codes roughly means more gas, which is why efficient coding is highly necessary. So sending tokens, sending let's say you remember that bond we was talking about that was put on the Ethereum network, having that well coded, all these assets you could send on the Ethereum network, there's code in the smart contract. The more lines of codes needed to be executed means miners need to be doing more work. Miners needed to be do more work means it costs more.
Okay.
So essentially, you could think about Ethereum as a translation into computational cost, computational gas. So the more computational needs you need, the more your computational needs, the more Ethereum you need. So it is a conduit to figuring out how much electrical plus GPU cost to create that transaction, essentially. Now, we're gonna go through a ERC token I created a few days ago to kind of run through this experiment because it will be fun as well. So far, nobody in the chat sent me a block any wallet for me to send any address for me to send the test ether to. So I don't know if anybody listening anymore. It have like 6 people in the chat. I'm not seeing it. You Darius, will you send me it? Did you send? You could have sent it in the chat, you know. I don't know if you sent me it in person or something. Did you send it in Anonymous? Huh, I did? I sent my address already? Okay, so what happens, it looked like Streamlabs filtering the addresses because it's not showing up in Streamlabs. So, let me go on the video itself. Let's see if we could find it. So this is what I see in here. I think YouTube is censoring it. So let's see. Darius, you could send me it on Discord. Shadow Switch, you could send me it on WhatsApp, and I'll you could just send it inside the chat, and I'll send it to you all because part of this experiment is actually using it. So Darren says he also not seen it, so that's interesting. So look at that. Ethereum addresses are being suppressed in YouTube chat. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
That's wild. That's real wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. So it have a whole things that's happened in the background that is never realized until too late. All right.
Is
so
it for privacy reasons?
it could be for privacy. It could be that they're afraid of people. I think most likely is people are afraid of scams like YouTube. My guess.
Oh, okay.
That would be my guess. So I am sending here to Ether, and this would be Darius' address. Boom. So 2 Ether here. Boom, boom, boom. So -2, and that will come out. Let me get Kyle's one. Boom. Kyle. Copy. I'm gonna send 2 to you, Kyle, as well. Sending. And I could have just rushed through this video. This video don't need to be this long. But the reason why is I taking the time to go through everything and answer questions and do a methodic kind of movement. So when you come here and click activity, you could see all the items, all the history, everything. Right? Yeah. So let me get some thumbs up from them that they received it. Alright guys, so I sent 2 Ethereum to Darius and Shadow Switch. So let me know if you guys got it, and we're gonna move across to the next part. If you guys want, I will put my address here as well, so you could probably send me point 1, point 2, so you guys could get the feeling of sending blockchain transactions, because I don't want it to just be us. So I'm gonna send it for Kyle and Crix. Boom. So I sent it. Yeah, I got mine's cool. So they both got it. Well, Darius get it. I'm pretty sure Kyle will get it because he got it. I sent it second. So that's just how easy it is to send money without having like a whole set of login and all that stuff, right? And the idea is that Metamask right now is holding your seed keys and stuff in there. So that's what's protecting you. Now, this is what you would call a soft wallet or a hot wallet. It's still, this computer could still be in a sense hacked, and somebody could retrieve that. So the true way to, let's say, protect yourself is to get a hardware wallet, right, Justin? And if I plug my hardware wallet into the USB, I could import it through Metamask. So watch it. If you watch my screen, right, and I click the
Right.
Metamask symbol here, and I click this 3 dot, if I click here, I could connect it to a hardware wallet. So I could do all the things I'm doing right now without the seed phrases being on the computer in any way.
Okay.
So when I usually click
Okay.
send, right, and you usually see when I click send here, what would happen instead on a hardware wallet is it would show up on the hardware wallet, and I have to click accept on the hardware wallet before it comes back here signed, and then it could be sent to the blockchain. So nothing could happen without the hardware wallet. Metamask is
Okay.
just a
Okay.
bridge.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's just a bridge. And the idea with the hardware wallet is you could take your hardware wallet, go to our next country, go anywhere, and it doesn't matter. Plug it into a Metamask anywhere, and you're good. Okay, so far, I have sent you ETH, which is the most basic of transactions. Now I'm going to send you guys an ERC20 token. I created this token to build an intuition for what is possible. I will send this to address in the chat. Okay, so I made a stable coin called VTTD, right? And it is Varun backed Trinidad and Tobago coins. And how does this exist or work? Right? So let me go into the block explorer and get that, because I kind of want to get into it. This is smart contract technology we building. And if I just talk about it just loosely, we will almost miss the big picture. And I kind of want that big picture. So let's see if I could find it, my contract here. Boom, boom, boom. Creator. Contract. You might have to hold a sec while I find the contract code. So, and if I can't find it, well, we'll build it live here. Actually, that might be a bad idea. let's build this thing live. So, could I send this over on a notepad? Okay, I'm gonna create this. I'm gonna create this on a text file. I have a MacBook on the side here that I'm also writing down this stuff on, so forgive me if I'm looking like I'm doing a lot of nonsense. Sublime. Okay, so paste, Control save as desktop. We're gonna call this vttd.sol. I think it will be interesting to build it on live essentially. So, I mean, you tell me what you think. I didn't need to, but I think it'll be fun. What could I send this on? I need to send the file. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to send it on Discord. Let's see if that works. Or I could probably send it on Facebook. Apologies for taking a little bit. I ain't seeing the screen where you building do it live. Alright, yeah. No, I didn't start yet, Aaron. I come in. I copy and pasting the code from another computer across. So we'll do it live. I'm gonna send it. Crix, I send the code to you because I need to find the code. And what we building here is called a ERC20 token. So that's just something for you to get acquainted with, because you probably hear that term thrown around, but in a sense this time you're gonna actually see it. So alright, just download it. Let's open this file up and see how it looks. Open it in downloads. Alright, so I built this, I would say, a couple days ago. Edit with Notepad++. Okay, cool. Alright, we should be there. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see, Aaron. I ain't seeing it on the screen. This is Robston. Yes, this is on Robston. So, I'm gonna copy this across here. From here, and we're gonna go into Remix. So let's create a new contract. File, and we're gonna call this vttd.sol, right? And I'm gonna paste it in here. So this here is the code for ERC20 token I'm creating, right? Now, before we get into that, let's just go through my slides, right? So the idea of what we plan to do here, because obviously it must have some kind of intuition, like why we doing what we doing, right? Imagine, let's say in this little experiment I'm building, I had 1 million TT in the bank, right, Justin?
Yeah.
But I had this issue where I have to send money back and forth between merchants I interacting with, and it's cost too much money or too much time to be moving it in and out of the bank, right? So in a sense, I want to kind of do record keeping, but not in a very structured sense, in a keeping track of everybody myself. But once somebody no longer is doing business with me, they need to have the ability to cash out that money, right? So in this fake currency I build, well, not fake currency, in this little tokenized system I'm gonna build, I call it VTD. 100% of the VTD is originally given to the owner, the contract creator. So I'll show you that. And to make payments more simpler for my company, when I buy products and services, instead of paying you in TT, or a cash or bank transfer, I'm gonna send you VTTD. So I owe you $10,000, but I'm gonna send you 10,000 VTTD. And whenever you eventually, let's say we interact back and forth, so you buy my products and services using VTTD, and then I send you back VTTD, and whenever eventually in the future you say, okay, well, I no longer going to do business with you, you could send me that VTTD, I will destroy it, and then I will give you the money in the bank. I will actually send you a bank transfer. So now we could do plenty transfers back and forth without having to use a whole banking system, and then when eventually we're ready to settle all transactions, I could give you cash. So this exists right now in crypto called Tether USDD DAI, and is one-to-one with the US dollar. But I want to show you how something like that could look. So we're here, and you're gonna see we have the token contract here. We have different things. How remember I was telling you about how much code it will take. So this is like the idea of how much code it would have, right? So when we talk about transferring, this is transferring. Transferring off was the balance of somebody. This is the kind of let's say functions you have inside your program. But in this program, the most important settings is you need to have the symbol. So the symbol of this currency is VTTD. If I wanted, I could name it TTDV for just for kick's sake. So you know how I said here it have USD. This is USDT, and this is USDC. So USD
Right.
coin, I changed it up now, and it's Trinidad and Tobago dollar Varun, right? And it's a Varun backed Trinidad and Tobago dollar, right? And we have
Right.
2 decimal places in Trinidad, right? So that's how we're gonna do
Right.
with currency. And I saying in my bank account I have $1 million. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's your million. And then the last 2 is for your decimal. So the
Understand.
total supply would be 8 figures essentially. Well, 8 zeros. Because
Right.
because these 2 is your decimal place, and then this here is your 1 million.
The 1 million, yeah.
Right. And I wanna give the creator all the initial tokens. That's because I know, because I create the contract, I need to be able to distribute it.
Right.
Right, okay. So, let's see. I'm gonna come here, and if I correct, I built this last time. So if I come here, I should be able to compile it. Compile. So I'm gonna compile, and then I'm gonna launch it. No. Yeah. Standard token. I think we're also gonna compile. Let's see. Just give it some warnings and stuff. Don't worry about that. Alright, cool. Anyway, we run with that. Hopefully it run. Because it run last time. Anyway. So JavaScript, blah blah blah. We're gonna deploy this. So let's deploy this contract. Hopefully it deploys. If not, we will go back to the one I already have deployed. Oh wait, no. Oh god, I'm supposed to use injected web. Lol. So I need to just cancel this. Come back here. Blah 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 blah. Come here. Come here. So this is just so I could get it done on Robston. So if I had done it like how I was doing it before, it would just do it on my computer. It wouldn't be available for everybody. There's some real advanced stuff. No, this is not the code here is not for the normal viewers. It's just to give people an idea of really what's involved. Just from a very high level, like this is the kind of stuff you'll be involved in, and these were the important parts of the contract. So creation, blah blah, send ether from the field. Oh, I don't know how much ether we need. Let's see which account. Could I copy and paste the account? I should be able to. Web3 provider. No. Okay, I'm gonna put it back here and compile it. If this don't work, we will just use the one I had built already. Okay. Deploy. So essentially, what would come up is it would come up on MetaMask here to deploy the contract, and deploying the contract requires Ethereum. So that's another use for Ethereum to deploy the contract. Let's see. Let's see if this works. I don't know why again this issues because I did build this last time. But I digress. Alright, it seemed like creation send Ethereum send from field must be defined. Okay, maybe I didn't define it. Send from blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is really getting too advanced. This is highly unnecessary. But Vern versus Murphy fight. Oh my lord. Yes, whatever can happen will happen. People in the chat saying they think whatever can go wrong must go wrong. But that's why I did build it last time, because I said something like this might happen. Alright, so let's see. After I would have built it, I would have go to this contract here. Mm-hmm. That's, alright. Boom, boom, boom. From who interacted with. Okay, I find my contract after much looking. Let me send. Crix are sending you it on Discord so that I could find it. This is the. So even though and well, I guess you could tell from this it requires a lot to ensure that everything up to scratch on your code before you deploy it. But let's assume this actually deployed. What would happen is they would have given me this address, right? And this address would have been my contract code. And this contract code is almost like let's say your web server or like your backend technology. And here you would see the token tracker, it would say Varun back Trinidad and Tobago VTD, right? Which is originally what I had, VTTD, right? So to be able to get this token, you need to have this contract code. So I will send you VTDD and you could see it. So if I come here, right, I'm going to show you how to find the asset. I actually have VTTD, but this wallet is not aware that I have VTTD. So I am going to show you all how to make it aware that I have VTTD. So I'm going to copy this contract token here, this contract here. And in the future, this will be so simple. Actually, it's even more simple than that because it right now, that's all that's automated. It will automatically look through the popular tokens and add it for you. But this is obviously is not a popular token. So when I copied and pasted here, it immediately looked up and found that the symbol was VTTD. Decimal places 2 points, right? And when I click next, you would see add tokens. I actually have 999,900 TTD. You see? So I'm gonna send you 10,000 TTD, right? TT on the Ethereum network in this Varun backed TTD world, right? So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna click send, right? I'm gonna come to Discord and copy back the address you sent me. So I'm gonna click copy. I'm gonna click paste, and now we will see. I'm gonna send this asset, right? Now remember last time I was telling you send an Ethereum and you're paying the fees in Ethereum, but this time now I'm gonna send you 10,000 VTTD. I'm gonna send you 100,000 VTD. I'm gonna send you a weird figure, so you're gonna look cool. 1023, and this is 835. Right, so I send you 123,835 Varun back Trinidad and Tobago dollars, right? So when I click next here, this would probably make more sense, right? You're seeing the amount you want to send, and then you're seeing the gas fee separate. So tell me if this making more sense here. Justin, you hear me?
Yeah, it makes sense. The gas fee though is denominated in Ether, right?
Yeah.
That's 0.0. Okay. All right.
Kind of
Okay.
want to wrap over to the next thing here. So yeah. So if I click confirm here, it will be sending this transaction to you. Now I'm gonna send some VTTD to the other people in the chat. So people who had sent me your address in the Discord, I'm gonna send across some VTTD for all you. So you guys have ERC20 tokens to play with. So this one will be for Crix. I'm gonna send you next 100,000. So 145,823,000 TTD. So send us some TTD for Crix. Confirm. And then I'm gonna send down to $876. Money is fall out of your hand so fast. Alright. Yeah, giving away. Alright, I real new to this space, and the way I see it is that stocks you investing in, but what is really you investing in, like besides the value of the stock? Is it like game tokens? Like either all I hear them doing is giving out to charity, not something I would invest in. Alright, Christian, I will go through that in a couple. Let me just get through this, and I'll try to answer your question. So I'm definitely gonna answer your question, Christian. So I'm gonna send some to Kyle, some VTD. So and then I see Pankaj in the chat. Pankaj wants some, so I'll send him too. I have to send you some Ethereum.
Pankaj,
Yeah, dog.
right?
Yeah, dog. Everybody wants some. So if I put in this one is Kyle. Kyle I send, and Kyle is a long time subscriber. Again, 180,423 TTD. So you could understand now, it have no limit in how much I could send. It could have be $10, it could be 300,000, it would have be the same thing. Same process.
I mean, apart from the million that you create initially, I mean,
Well,
like,
this is the
because you
million.
can't
So,
send one of the million, right?
yeah,
Okay.
I can't send money million. So what you see, my amount getting pulled along. Now, you
Right,
probably
okay.
want to realize in your wallet, you're not seeing it, right?
My wallet?
You're not seeing it in assets.
No.
Right. So I need you to go and I'm gonna send you the contract because the contract is what you do have. So this contract is 0133. I'm gonna copy it, and then I'm gonna come here and paste it, and you need to add it as a token, and then
Okay.
the wallet will know to look fit. So Pankaj, I don't know if you send me your wallet. Send your wallet, Pankaj, and I will send you some Ether, some test ETH, and I will send you some I'll send you some VTTD. The gas fee deducted from the VTT sent or from the ETH you have in your wallet. The ETH. The gas fees is separate. Correct, Darren. It's separate. So the asset is completely separate from the ETH. The gas is completely separate. On WhatsApp, okay, cool.
Okay, so I did I added the token and I see the VTD into my account now.
Okay, cool. And if you want, you could send me some to get an experience of sending it.
Yeah, I think I will do that actually.
Yeah. You send it. Pankaj say he send it, but I'm not seeing it. Ooh, maybe he used a different WhatsApp. I don't know. Pankaj, which WhatsApp you use? I'm not seeing it. On WhatsApp. And anybody else who want, you could get me on Discord, you could get me on WhatsApp, Crypto Corner, and I will send you. Because it's all about the experience.
Right, so I'm sending back 50,000 to you just as a test.
Alright, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Send Discord link on chat. Yeah.
Right, so I'm seeing the transaction as being pending. So I
Right.
guess it should go through in a few seconds.
Yeah. Definitely.
So I just want to ask a question, right? And maybe it's something that everybody else probably wondering as well, right?
Right.
So I just want to find out, right? Is this something like you hear people making certain coins and stuff on the blockchain and the inflating in value and stuff like that, right? Like people creating all kind of different coin names. I don't know if you all heard of like Raven and Comrocket and these kind of things, right?
Yeah.
Is it something like is this like what we are doing here, like creating a coin more or less,
Yeah,
or
so this
creating
is a
some
coin.
a denomination or a value?
Yeah, so
Okay,
it have
okay.
different kind of coins, right? This is a coin token. So this is an asset that exists on Ethereum. So like I don't have to go and build the fundamentals of an entire blockchain.
Okay,
So for instance,
so that's pretty cool though.
Bitcoin is a whole blockchain, if you understand, that's managed. Let me Pankaj run into some problems here, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to help him. Metamask.io. Alright, so just for the people who now getting started, what we had initially done, and you could do it now if you join late, is to go on metamask.io and download it, this Chrome link. So I'm gonna send back the link. I'm gonna get the Discord link here and post it. And I wanna answer some more questions, invite people, copy. So tell me if this shows up inside the chat. Open web browser. Cool, no problem.
Yeah, I actually onboard with Aaron saying that we hype up the scene and put some and inflate this something in the real server.
Will I make a coin? So interesting. Now we're talking about this. Now remember, this token I built, it only exists on the Ropster network, so it doesn't exist on the
Right.
main network. And the reason why
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let me go in the real network and put it up.
Yeah, so that's how easy it is. If I wanted right now, I could launch a coin. Now, what most people do, and most scammers do, is they launch some shit coin, they write some like little bullshit article, and they get people to hype it up and buy it and sell it. But actually have crypto with true fundamental values. So it's important to understand that. Is it that you tie Ethereum to the VTTD? Well, Christian, actually what I do is I put VTTD, the asset, on top of Ethereum. So if you come in this, so this is interesting to watch, Justin. So you come here, right? And we see in VTTD.
Yeah.
So we come and we can watch VTTD here, and we can see it. But I watch it. You see every single transaction that happened with the Vurun back to Trinidad and Tobago token. Every single transaction,
Right.
50,000, 180,000, everything. I could even come here and see how much people holding the money in VTTD.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So like the entire universe, it don't have any restriction. You will be able to see the entire universe of every address that has the. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So that's why when people say Bitcoin and stuff anonymous is actually pseudonymous. Is the only thing that people don't know is that they have a random address here that they don't know. But once, like say, I was able to link this address to somebody's name, it kind of, it's out of the waters.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's kind of like a bank account, but it's kind of not. But you see, you could see all the addresses. You could see the contract. So you could come and see all the functions in the contract. Well, you should be able to. Sorry, we're not able to. This is just how I upload it. Because of how I upload it, I didn't put the contract. But usually I have it open source for everybody to see. Nobody would ever touch it without open source. And then you could see the amount of transactions. You could see the holders. So let's say we go to an actual bigger network, right? So let's move back to mainnet, right? Just to show you. So let's say we were talking about USDT, right? Oh god. Let me go search it here. Etherscan USDT. But you always hear people talk about the blockchain, but it's always something like this kind of, random thing. But you never see the value of, you could see every single address. So right now, we can see the total supply of USDT is $30 trillion. This is million. Wait, is it trillion or billion? Let me see. This is million. This is 30 billion.
Trillion?
Sorry. Hear me, 30 trillion. That wouldn't make any sense. 30 billion. Because when I say trillion, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I get tied up with the amount of sense going on here.
Oh.
So yeah, this is $30 billion. And if we want, we could see every single person who send. This is USDC. So this T. So this is 1-to-1 with US. And if I come here, I could see the holders. I could see Binance has $2 billion, $2.8 billion. I could see this random address has 1.8. I could see Bitfinex. I could see Polyfinex, SushiSwap. I could see Bittrex. All these have this is $127 million in it. So I'm trying to say, in the blockchain, you could track everything. You could see where the asset is. And it's the same way if you put a bond or you put some asset like a bond here, you could also give the yield. All the addresses who hold the asset, and you could send it. You could send yield to them. You could send
Yeah.
money that they make, like say any kind of profits. USDC has something interesting. So let me see if I can find USDC coin. So USDC is like USDT, but it was made by Coinbase.
Okay.
So it's a little more what's it, reputable. USDC. Was it so was 100 million probably. Yeah, I see 20 la 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 la. And you sure this is the right USDC? I wanna make sure. Looking all sus. This was this see this and let's buy this, right? So it's 23 billion Coinbase have in USDC. And again, you could come in the holders, you could see who hold the most bit by Binance, all these people hold plenty. I was gonna say something real important and I forget. Let's see. So Satoshi Nakamoto could see everyone who ever buy BTC. Yes, that is correct. Varun, is this recorded? Suma, yes, this is recorded. So this will be up here forever and everybody could go and watch it back later. I just thought this would give a lot of value to people. Just hear this blockchain thrown around all the time, but what is this blockchain? But I think this is the first time you're actually getting to see somebody utilize the blockchain, right, Justin?
Yeah, this is actually I find it actually very cool. This is the first time actually getting like a hands-on look into the to how the blockchain actually functions and operates. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because normally it just sounds like a scam. Right.
Yeah, most of the times normally when people hear it, they either think
Alright.
scam or some kind of technological thing that they just don't want to understand. So I think people immediately when they hear it, they just get turned off from it. So I think there's the mindset behind it right now. At least in Trinidad, I think.
I agree with you because the way most people talk about it sound like a scam. I just hear it and be like, you sound like you're talking about a scam because people are saying cryptocurrency money making, but they don't understand the infrastructure. So when I talk about the infrastructure, you know, okay, so I think this is not my actual Koinomi. Okay, so Pankaj, in the chat, I see in the chat, the address you send me here, this is the Metamask wallet. I don't know, I'll call this man and find out. This address here is the Metamask wallet, because he had to be on Ropstone. He had to understand this is not real Ethereum. Maybe he think I'm giving out real Ethereum. Right, cool. So you're on the Ropstone testnet, right? Alright, I'm gonna send you. Cool. I send in. Oh shit. Gas one. Boom, boom, boom. Let me send you 4 Ether. Boom, boom, boom. Now, just so okay, so I just sent that. Now, for people who watching this stream, but they don't have me to send Ethereum for them, right? Test Ether. You obviously want a way to play around in this environment. So I'm gonna give you all a way. So if you type in Ropstone Faucet, and you come down here to, like, it have a few here, but I find this one is good. Faucet Dimensions.network. So essentially what this is people who mine in on the testnet, and they will be making Ethereum. And they're giving it away to anybody who want. So if I come here and I copy my address, right? And I paste it here, they will give me 5 Ropstone Ethereum. So I'm gonna come here. You have posted a withdrawal in the last 24 hours. Okay, they wouldn't give me it. So you could try it, Justin. Go in Faucet Dimensions.network. I'll send it in the Discord, but you can Google it as well. And
okay.
You once you copy and paste your address in there, they should give you 5 Ethereum. 5 R Ethereum. So that's it there. It's a good little test. Okay, so a network will have a set of rules and a token/asset that will also have their own rules, right? Yes, correct. But the token rules is built on top of Ethereum rules. So you can't just build any kind of random nonsense. It have to be work with the consensus. Tell me if you get through that. Oh, I just send Pankaj the contract code for Vernbach tokens. Let me send him that. Alright. Let me send that here. Boom. Contract.
Yeah, I got through. I got the 5.
Yeah. So the reason I do that is so like let's say you want to conduct this experiment with your friends or any family or just show them, you don't have to try to figure out how to find Ethereum. So like there's a free way to get Ethereum and then play around with it, send it around.
Right. Okay.
In reality, what would happen
Pretty cool.
is somebody mine that and they will sell it. But because everything is like free, they just give it away.
Yeah.
So it's just important for the notion. So in your MetaMask wallet now, you're gonna have the two assets right now. You're gonna have Ethereum and VTTD, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna interact with another contract. Let me see if I have anything else in my slides. I went through this each thing. So we do our ERC20. I'm not gonna build a NFT today. That's require a little more programming. Let's see what else we do the thing. Let's send some VTTD. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna use a reputable smart contract. So this is another smart contract here that we're gonna use, and this is called Uniswap. So we're gonna go to uniswap.org and click use Uniswap. And then you're gonna click connect to a wallet, Metamask. And you have to confirm with Metamask that we're connecting it. So you could go through that. And what essentially is happening is they just want permissions to export your bank account address, essentially your address, to Uniswap.
You mentioned to connect your wallet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
Metamask.
Pankaj, I see a
Next.
GT with the four test ether send. See did you GT with the adding the VTT token? Cause I'll send you some now. I'm gonna send Pankaj some VTTD. So boom, copy. I go back. Gonna come. And you're very perceptive that you realize that if I could easily create a contract like this, anybody could create a contract. So
Yeah.
so there's definitely no barrier to entry. That's what I mean by open decentralized. So I send in Pankaj 43,782 VTTD. Redeemable by coming to the Varun Authority. Right, so boom. Send some more VTTD. So Pankaj, you will tell me if you got that VTTD. Alright, so you connect your bank, right? I mean you connect your wallet, right?
Yes, I did. I just want to find out one thing though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I connect the wallet, the only thing that would show up is the balance of Ether and not the VTD, right?
Well, in
On the
in the mainnet,
on the Uniswap.
yes. Yeah, in the mainnet it will show up, but on this app it not linked to other things. So let's say
Okay.
it don't really have any other tokens because these tokens you see how it have the off sign here is because they don't want to give people confusion. But so the purpose of Uniswap is to swap tokens. So you could swap ETH for VTTD, you could swap VTTD for Ethereum, Ethereum for Uni tokens. So Uni tokens is help with governance of Uniswap, the exchange. This is an exchange here.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a conversion, like more or less like
Like
I
a
convert
swap.
1 ether to something else.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
can swap any token for any token. So here you're gonna
Okay.
swap Ethereum for Uni token, right? And you will
Right.
see okay, I wanna swap 1 Ethereum, and it will tell you how much it would be. And then you'll see you're getting a better price on V2. Well, I get a better price, so I swap it. So Uniswap have 3 versions: version 1, version 2, version 3, with different contracts and stuff. But the idea is how to connect wallet. You will see connect on the top right. GT. Alright, Pankaj get the VTTD. Cool. Right. So you type in an amount you wanna swap.
Me?
Yeah. So you can type in
Yeah, I
like
do it
1
like-
or 2, however much you want,
Like
and they'll tell
yeah,
you how
just
much
do-
uni you get.
so it's saying 1 ether will give me 0.018 approximately of the Uniswap.
Serious? And mine is
Maybe.
saying 1 uni is 44 ETH. You sure you're on Robson, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, at the bottom it's saying 1 uni equal to 55.12 ETH, yeah? The ether.
Right. And it's saying here it's nothing like go back to the best exchange and give you the best price, right? Because if it's
They say
like,
get a better price on V2.
if it's a get a better price, then they could swap over. And then when you hit the swap button,
Okay, yeah.
all
I
the
see.
details of the swap will come up. Slippage, all kind of stuff, the minimum fees, everything that required. Right? And tell you how much you would the output is estimated for me if I put in 1 E to get 0.2219 uni. Right? So if I can confirm the swap, it will start doing the swap. So I click confirm here, which means and you will see it have a button to add to uni on Metamask. So automatically add the custom token.
I confirm my swap now. Add unit to Metamask.
So you see now, Uni is a legit program instead of like my made up VTTD. So they have software to immediately add it into MetaMask.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I actually do see it now. On my MetaMask account being added with
Right.
the balance that I just swapped for.
Yeah, and they would see View on Explorer. So if you click it, it will carry you across to a blockchain explorer to see
Yeah.
the entire transaction.
That's pretty cool.
Right. Now the idea with Uniswap is you could be on the user side, so you want to be the person swapping, or you could be on the other side, which is a liquidity provider. The liquidity provider would provide both Ethereum and Uni, the token, and by people buying and buying either Uni or Ethereum, you will be making money. So in the real Uniswap, if we go to mainnet, essentially what would happen is I'm gonna show you here. So if you watch my screen, I'm gonna go across
Yeah.
MetaMask here, here. Gonna go over to mainnet, and whenever I come over to mainnet here and I refresh this screen, you would see now, select the tokens, look at the different tokens it have. I could switch it for USDC, USDT, I could switch it for RV, Ant, BAT token, Compound, or Mana, which I like a lot. I could switch anything. I could switch from USD Street, USDC to Mana. So I never interact with Ethereum. I just use Ethereum as gas. But I could swap my US dollars
Right.
for Mana, which is another token.
Right.
And then well, obviously I do have but it would tell me how much it would cost me. Now the idea is that somebody on the
Yeah.
other side, they providing liquidity. So they provide USDC and Mana tokens to do the swap, right? In the back. And because you do that, you get paid for that. That's what you call providing liquidity. So when people talk about making money on DeFi and yield farming, they providing yield farming to Uniswap. Not yield farming, they providing liquidity. And because somebody uses swap, that fee you're paying go into them.
Okay.
So
Makes
and
sense.
this is like an app on Ethereum, if you understand. This is like a contract you're interacting with.
Yeah.
I want to show you. This is like a project. There's an app you're using and how it could look like, how easy it is to use. So you essentially swap. You could let's say have a bond or a stock and swap it for US, or you could swap US for Uni token, or you could have the Uni token swap for the bond.
Okay. I understand understand how it works now. But I guess each token I guess would have its own
Own value.
rate conversion rate attached to it, right? Right, okay.
Yeah. So, and this is not the only swap. It have sushi swap. It have other swaps. So this was just the best and the first. So I appreciate it being the first. But the idea
Yeah.
is that this is just one smart contract. It has so much different smart contracts. But I wanted to show you the experience of just putting down the amount of where you want to do the swap. You just click it on the wallet and it going through. I keep getting
Yeah,
it.
that's pretty
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool. Let's have our next question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who or what determines the rate? Is it the market, the quote unquote market determines the rate?
Okay,
The conversion rate?
Uniswap have a real interesting way of doing that. It's kind of crazy, so I'll see if I can show you that. Uniswap, liquidity, curve, let me see, because they do it as a curve formula. I take a while to kind of understand it, not gonna lie. I didn't really get it at first. So, you have a curve like this, right? I have a formula, I think it's something like x by y equals k, right? So yeah, the person who providing liquidity, they have the quantity of B and the quantity of E. So let me say in our meetup we were just now doing, somebody providing liquidity to Ethereum and Uni, right? So they literally,
Right.
they say they had 50% of the tokens in Ethereum and 50% of the tokens in Uni, right? And what happens is, let's say you had the in terms of the pool, it was 50-50, so it was in equal position of weighing. And then what happens is somebody came to buy Ethereum. So let's say they came to buy Uni. So Uni here, Ethereum here, which means you're gonna increase the amount of Ethereum they have. No, sorry. This because this gets
Right.
confusion. The new position means that the amount of Ethereum went down and the amount of Uni went up. Because when they sell it, remember, now they're essentially dumping Uni on it, right?
Right.
So when they do the swap, the swap Uni for Ethereum, more Uni show up, less what is called this thing, Ether show up, and then this position went down. So the equation for calculating the rate change, and the idea with this is that when let's say the price change, if it was a favorable price or if it was a real unfavorable price. So let's say it was unfavorable, means that you making a loss or something, it had an arbitrage opportunity. People will come and then start a dump Uni to get the cheaper Ethereum, and it will come back.
Okay. Kind of like in what's happening like in the real currency will end more or less.
Yeah, okay, this is a better thing. But yeah, so essentially you dump bananas to get apples, and then what happens is people realize, wait, that bananas I get dumped, that's at a real nice price, and they come and start to dump apples back for Ethereum, and it's kind of stabilized.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so Uniswap is a cool thing, is a new thing. I swear, I still not fully wrap my head around it, so I'm not 100%. And I could explain things like it have version 1, version 2, version 3. So version 3 it had this thing where they wanted to only provide liquidity to a certain part of the curve. It's get crazy complicated, and I don't really want to explain it fully here because it might be confusing to people. But it have real
Yeah, that's
cool
fine.
stuff here. If you understand, like it have a whole economy here. Alright, I see Pankaj, right? I keep getting an error when I trying to connect, run over the swap and eat for VTT. Thing. Okay, so let's see. I get an error. Error connecting to Uniswap Labs. So Pankaj, are you in? Let's see. Let me go back here. Wait, where was? Let's see. So let me see. You're connected to Ropstone, right? So when you're here and you connect to MetaMask and you need to be on Ropstone. Once you're in Ropstone, everything should be showing up. So you would see this looking like that. By connecting a wallet, you agree to that, blah blah blah. No. So don't eat the VTTD. You eat the Uni because nobody providing liquidity to VTTD in Uni. So Justin, if I wanted somebody to be able to swap between ETH and Uni, I need to go and start a liquidity pool and create a new position for providing ETH to VTTD. Select a token. Let's see. Obviously, they're not allowing it here, but that's what would happen. I would create a new pair.
Right.
And
Okay.
then when people come to swap, that's what they'll be swapping from. That pool I make.
Yeah.
To ETH to Uni. But the idea I just wanted to show you is that this is a version of a DeFi. Alright, so BSC, right? BSC is Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain. And essentially what Binance Smart Chain did, right, is they realized that fees on Ethereum real expensive, right? So you see how when I tell you they Ropstone here is a testnet, they essentially create a testnet of their own and call it Binance Smart Chain. So instead of they're using the exact Ethereum rules, but it's Binance running it, Binance the company. And they create their own way of adding blocks and all that stuff, right? But the idea was fees is a lot cheaper. So when you see, if you go on here, like on CoinMarketCap to see this, so you would see Bitcoin at the top, then you see Ethereum, and then under that Binance Coin. So Binance Coin is literally a copy of Ethereum, but the fees are much cheaper and is run on so let's look for Binance Block Explorer. Blockchain Explorer. So this is the exact let me see what is called this Etherscan. Let's look for Etherscan. Something like this. So they create their own network to do the same thing but on Binance. And where it gets kinda I don't know crazy is something like so Uniswap. Somebody took that and create PancakeSwap. I can't make this stuff up, right? And here now you could essentially do what you was doing with Ethereum but on Binance. So let's do exchanging. And look, the copy and paste the exact same code. So Binance, and you could swap it for something else. Yeah. But yeah, so Binance just this is where like people copy and paste and remix and switch around code and stuff. But this is not true Ethereum. This is just the fundamentals of Ethereum. The same way Ropstone is the fundamentals of Ethereum. But the assets here are not secured by the network the same way Ethereum is. So because you're probably wondering, okay, well it's all cool. Why I don't launch all my assets on like VTTD or we don't launch Uni and everything on the testnet because the fee is way cheaper, right? But the idea is that the fee is cheap because the network insecure. If Ethereum, the more expensive Ethereum is, the more secure the network is. It might seem not intuitive, but it's just people protecting the network. So more people mining, blocks harder to make, so it's harder to make some kind of forgery or some kind of fakery in the system.
Right. Okay.
So because this network so small in terms of mining and everything, it is theoretically possible to attack this network. And vice versa. Exactly, Christian. Yeah. So I could release a token on Rapstone, but it is not totally secure. Alright. So let me see if I have anything else inside my presentation notes. So we covered creating a wallet, sending ETH, sending an ERC token, VTTD. Also Uni is another ERC20 token. So we do swapping. Alright, and that was, so this is question time now. So I think I'll run through what I wanted to do today. I think is real educational from the sense of you get to play with crypto without having the fear of, messing anything up.
Yeah, I find honestly find it as cool, to be honest. Varun, I think you should probably I know more people would be interested in doing these kind of things. So I feel as though you should probably do like another rerun, but like you advertise it like a week before now, so that people like start to hype it up now, so that they have more people coming on to actually see what it is basically the blockchain is about. Because I actually love the hands-on experience. Like this is the first time I experienced it, because as you know, I'm a man more double into the US stock market and purely bonds and equities. Bonds to some extent, more equities, right? So somebody like me seeing the blockchain, and like this was actually really cool. So I think doing like a next one in the future. I don't know whenever that might be, if you want to do like for the next video or whatnot. But like you hype up the scene and make it more popular now, so that more people have a aware or understanding of it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Because I thought like things like being able to break down all the holders, there's no way for you to know who how much people own stock, or if like let's say majority of the stock hold by 50% by one company, or like the exact breakdown, maybe the numbers in an Excel spreadsheet, but it's not clear to every user. But on the blockchain it's totally clear.
Yeah.
So I'm glad the hands-on experience help, and I did tell you, when you actually click and you send it and you see the fee and you see the asset, and then after you send Ethereum, you send an ERC20 token, it's like it's started clicking in your head, and then you use a smart contract and you're like, oh, I could just own this crypto here, I could have it, and it's completely safe. Once I have my key safe, I could go anywhere, I could do anything, and I know everything good, and I could interact with all these value-added software contracts now. So I'm glad you get that intuition. Let me see, I have a question here. So Aaron, thanks for the reminder. Christian had a question up there and you said you will address it. So let me scroll up here. So Christian's question. I'm real new to this space, and the way I see it is that it's stocks you're investing in, but what is really you investing in? So it's like beside the value of the stock is like game tokens, like either. Okay. So Christian, I'm probably gonna have to do a video on this separately, but I don't like calling it cryptocurrency first of all, because it's not really a currency, it's crypto assets, right? And then on top of that, each crypto asset has different value to it. So let's just pull up CoinMarketCap just to get an idea. So or you can do it in CoinGecko, it don't matter. So Bitcoin is like essentially that part of Ethereum I show you, Justin, but all you could do is send the exact thing you pay the mining fee in the network. So it's like the only asset on Bitcoin is Bitcoin. That makes sense, Justin?
Yes.
Right. And a big difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum, where a lot of people value Bitcoin over Ethereum, is the monetary policy. The monetary policy of Bitcoin is burnt into the system. Nobody can change it. The amount of Bitcoin being created every year is completely standardized into the system. Ethereum is not the case. You might think so, Justin. It's not the case. That's kind of up to the developers. They decide, okay, well, we're gonna start to slow down the creation of Ethereum. This year we're gonna drop it to 3 Ethereum a block. Next we're gonna do 1 Ethereum. But it's like people voting and discussing. You understand? Is a different thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So let's just ask a quick question here, right? How the supply of Ethereum, how often does it change?
It changes.
Then,
Let's
per
say
se. Like, is it like
probably-
is it like a annual discussion? And
I would
like,
say
yeah.
probably annual. So this is interesting to put here, right on CoinGecko, you can see it. So if you go on Bitcoin, you will see total supply 21 million, right? Circulating price supply 18.
Right.
If we come here to Ethereum, you will see circulating supply 116 million. Circulating max infinity. There is no cap on Ethereum. At any point, the developers could decide they want to just flood the system with Ethereum. Probably they want to make it 0 and then no more Ethereum is created. But I'm trying to say there's a difference between when the monetary policy is built into the code instead of built into discussion.
Yeah.
You understand? So even though
I
Ethereum
understand.
might be
So
more powerful, it have weaker monetary policy.
Yeah, it makes sense. So, I mean, as I was looking at a hypothetical case, for example, here, right? So, a year from now, right, developers of Ethereum, right, could probably come and be like, okay, I want to flood the quote-unquote system with 2 billion Ethereum into the system, right? And that should, I guess, theoretically drive the price down, right? Should? I'm not too sure.
No, so
But,
yeah, it would.
I mean,
because
obviously, if
it's
you're
supply and
creating
demand.
more,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now here's
Whereas
why that
with,
wouldn't happen.
with Bitcoin,
Here's why that couldn't really happen. They could theoretically propose that, right? But when they propose that, the people who mine have to agree to implement those rules for it to change. So it's not just the developers could just say what they want and implement it. Because after the developers decide on something, then the people who mine blocks and the people who store all the blocks like this, Etherscan here, they need to agree on the new changes to the rules so that they could that it will follow along the rules in the set. So if they make rules that people don't agree to, then what would happen is a fork, which happened before. But that's a whole long discussion. But anyway, right? So you're going to Bitcoin. To do that to Bitcoin, you would have another fork. So that happened before. So people didn't like how Bitcoin was going. They wanted larger blocks for more transactions, and it split. And then we get another Bitcoin. Let me check it up. Let me find out a Bitcoin, which is dog shit. So you have BTC. You have Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. You have, let's see, Bitcoin. I can't even find it. That's how much trash it is. It's somewhere. Bitcoin SV, $170. So if you come on Bitcoin SV, you would see it's have the same circulating supply, same everything, but how much people mine this is so low because people see the true Bitcoin as BTC.
right?
And that come back to a bigger discussion. So Bitcoin has 1 megabyte blocks. Bitcoin SV have 32 megabyte blocks and stuff, and is a whole debate into technicals. But essentially, two parts of people was debating on Bitcoin, and some people didn't want Bitcoin change at all. They say regardless, you have to find new ways around it. No way in the code the Bitcoin changing, and some people wanted to change the Bitcoin code. And the people who change the Bitcoin code create a new Bitcoin that was almost kind of worthless, and the Bitcoin that was the same original Bitcoin since 2009 have the high price.
Okay, understood. Okay.
So changing code in Bitcoin is crazy. So let's go down the ladder, because the reason I was having this discussion was to show Christian every coin have its own value. So Tether is actually a token that lives on multiple chains. Tether exists on Ethereum as a ERC20. It exists on Omni. That's the original blockchain it was on. It also, I believe, exists on Tron. So the Tether is just a 1-to-1. Anytime you have USDT, is 1-to-1 with US. Binance Coin is that copy of Ethereum, I tell you, but with cheaper fees for allow people to do
Right.
transactions. Cardano is trying to do what Ethereum is doing, but with a whole new way. So it had a guy by the name of Charles Hutchinson, right? And he and Vitalik Buterin was some of the core developers of Ethereum. He was unhappy in the way Ethereum was developed. Ethereum was kind of built and then sent out into the ether. Nobody really owns Ethereum. And he believed the blockchain needed to be owned by a company and operated and maintained by that company. And he left because of disagreements and he started Cardano, which is ADA. So he was one of the core developers of Ethereum. And he's trying to do Ethereum but better, essentially. Or that's what he see. We don't know. Dogecoin is just trash. It's fun, I guess, to experiment and play with, but I wouldn't put over 100 US on it. XRP, I find is dog shit. I always tell people XRP is dog shit, but essentially this is Ripple, right? And what they try to do is create a way in which you could interface with banks, so banks can use crypto as a rail to send money. I don't really like it. I just don't like the concept of banks having to integrate Ripple to send the transaction. So almost instead of using Swift, you would use Ripple. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe it could work, but to me, I just find it's a bad bet. USDC, similar to USDT. Interesting about USDC is that when Coinbase develop also in the contract that any token holder that they find has suspicious activity or holding a suspicious amount, they could freeze that account. So let's say, remember VTTD, imagine I send you 100,000 and I, as the person who create the contract, I could create it such a way that you could never send that money if I turn on a switch. So that's what Coinbase did with USDC. Which create not a problem, but a slight thing where you need to ensure that when you're doing USDC, that you don't get wrecked because your funds get frozen. But I don't think they just freeze people funds. But okay, so Justin here, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So Polkadot is another. So I told you about Charles Hutchinson that leave Ethereum. Another developer that left Ethereum, which is I think is, let me see, what was the guy name? I don't wanna say the wrong name. Polkadot creator, I think is Gavin Wood. So Gavin Wood was another Ethereum developer, and he didn't like how it was being developed, and he left and he started Polkadot. Now Polkadot, I think gonna be super useful in the future, but I have a whole video to make on that. Uniswap, that's a token we just actually use. So it's about a long story behind how Uniswap got a token, because it was actually tokenless. It just had a smart contract to do the swaps. And then somebody tried to copy Uniswap and create a token so that if you hold the token, you just get paid some of the profits from the swaps. And Uniswap had to create a token to compete with them, which was SushiSwap. SushiSwap had done that. And the idea now is, I think if you hold Uniswap, I believe you earn some of the profit, and also any changes that need to be made in Uniswap, you could vote with your Uniswap token. So having Uniswap allows you to vote on how Uniswap is implemented.
Okay.
So that's our next thing you could do in smart contracts. Having the token could allow you to vote. So something I was going to work on for Crypto Corner is I was going to create a small little, let's say, Crypto Corner currency and give it to everybody who in my group. And when I'm making videos, put the video ideas. And once you have the Crypto Corner asset, you could vote on which video you want to see. So that's what you call governance. So when you come to here, you see vote, and they'll tell you if it have proposals to vote on. Proposals submitted by the community. Unlock voting. You have to have uni tokens. But you see what I'm saying? It's a little more deep than people think. Bitcoin Cash. This is another.
So like what? Like, is it that for each one that you own is a vote or something like that? Like how is it? Each token that you
I
own or something?
believe it's either each
Right.
one is your own or a certain amount you need to vote. I don't know the specifics
Oh,
because I never
okay,
actually
okay.
vote on it. Let me just do a quick search on that. So Uniswap voting, governance voting, beginner's guide to voting. Perfect. That's what I like to see. This guide contains everything you need to start voting on things. Uni tokens, ETH for transaction costs, and a browser with Metamask. Because obviously you need gas to send in your vote. Right? Remember I was telling you, you need gas to do everything.
Yeah.
Right? So the governance process begins with the governance forums, where you can find proposals under considerations, gather information about the community segment, and engage with the community. Once a given proposal has been made, through the proposal process, it is ready for voting. It will appear in the Uniswap voting dashboard where you can view all the current and former Uniswap proposals. So you see the one to add Uni support, set WPTC, the collateral factor, upgrade, blah blah blah. These are different proposals. So you come in and vote. If a proposal is currently live for voting, it will say active next to the title. So you don't need to log in, you don't need to give them an email address, nothing. Just having a wallet, you could vote. So in a sense, you could vote anonymously or pseudonymously.
Right.
Once a proposal has been reached the voting stage, it represents real executable code which will alter the functionality of Uniswap, blah blah blah. Delegation. Uni is tradable asset functions like most other ERC20 tokens, except it is deeper power in voting mechanisms. In order for Uni to be used as a vote, the owner must go through the delegation process, delegating Uni binds the voting power your tokens to an address so it may be used to vote. The address could be yours yourself or a trusted party. A democratic consensus in our process is a quorum determined by the percentage of Uni tokens in favor. So I think it's 1-to-1, like a one token is one vote kind of thing. But you see how you could do a whole quorum, you could do everything. Let me just read the chat.
Yeah.
So you can send it, but it has no value. No, the USD has value. USDC has value. I believe that's what Pankaj asking there. USDC right now is $23 for one token. So maybe if it have an important vote, it might go up in value. Right? Yeah, but would that defeat the purpose of decentralization? I don't think so. The idea with decentralization is you don't need access or privileges to access the network. The idea with decentralization is anybody in the world can participate in this process. Fuck that USDC. Or you're talking about the freezing assets. Well, remember Coinbase is a US based company and still need to rely on US based regulations. So that's why that exists, Christian. This gonna be lit Pokefan war. No, if they freeze it, it would have no value. Yeah, no, the USDC, they're not freezing all USDC on the network. They're freezing your USDC. So your wallet will not be able to transfer the USDC. Yeah, Ira, no problem. I closing up just now too, so you have a good night. So let's see. So I was talking about Uniswap. So yeah, you have any Uniswap, you could vote. Bitcoin Cash, that was a fork of Bitcoin, Litecoin. That's essentially Bitcoin, but with some tuned parameters. Solano, it's trying to be another Ethereum smart chain link. This is an Oracle network, but I could go down the line and tell you about every single crypto trying to do something. SafeMoon is a big scam. Do ever touch that? But I think I'm not trying to prove to you that every single crypto have value. I'm just showing you that the crypto network, it have this infrastructure that you can't do on normal servers. You can't just do on the internet. This allows you to do it in a way that it almost like anybody can participate. You see, all of us just create wallets, and I was just sending it. I didn't have to send no SIM card, no verification code. I didn't have to sign up for an account, nothing. You know?
Yeah.
So and if you really wanted, I could actually create VTTD in a sense, and let's say put a certain amount of money in a bank and do the same thing like USDC with Coinbase, and actually have everybody transact. Like if I wanted to send you 100,000, it might be easier to just send it on a blockchain, because you have to go through a whole set of KYC and AML stuff to do any transactions.
Yeah.
Now, I understand that have a whole set of concerns with being able for anybody to send money, but that's just part and parcel to crypto. The idea with anybody being able to participate is that bad people might want to participate too. That's just a given. But I think this was real infrastructurally necessary to kind of start the conversation. So I'll just throw it back for questions. Christian, I believe I answered your question. I'm gonna give a couple more minutes for questions. Justin, if you have any more questions, I'll try to answer it. And then if we have no more questions, I think I'll end off this stream.
I think I should be good on my end. I mean, if I come across any other questions after that, that just can't come to my head at the moment. I guess I could always WhatsApp it.
You can always WhatsApp me, but I'm
Yeah.
glad you appreciate the essence of it. You see, because if I had just send you Ether and you send me back the Ethereum, I don't think that would have give you the same sense of value as like the VTTD, which I just create from scratch, and then Uni, which is just the same ERC20 as VTTD. And then you know you're interacting it and you're seeing, okay, well, you're sending this amount and then the mining fee. So they realize, oh, Ethereum is like ETH is just how much money it costs to compute that transaction, to send the transaction.
Right.
Yeah. Because it's be kind of hard to see the value of Ethereum or like any crypto. But for me, especially with Bitcoin and Ethereum, I see the value on both sides. To me, Bitcoin, the value is that sound monetary policy. And when I say sound monetary policy, as in like the printing of Bitcoin, it written into the code and that can never be changed. That's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is less about the blockchain and doing any kind of fancy stuff like this, as opposed to that sound monetary policy. Ethereum is a network. It's like the internet. Ethereum allow you to do things like, I could have let's say my YouTube channel and you wanted to pay me $1,000 for ad, right? So I make my YouTube channel and I say, if I do get over 1,000 views, you want a 50% discount. I could create a smart contract and I check my YouTube video, and when I launch my video, after a day, check the views, and if I didn't get over 1,000 views, it send me 500 TTD instead of 1,000. You know? That's a smart contract.
Understood.
A smart contract is like you could create a bond and it will automatically send me money and all that, the yield based on some period, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you were talking about the bonds previously when they showed me the article with the is it the European Investment Bank
I believe
who
so.
issued the bond?
I believe so. Let me just pull it
Yeah.
up here. Bond on the Ethereum. But the idea is as easy as it was me to make that VTTD, they could make the bond. It's just an asset that they could manage.
Yeah.
The European, has issued its first ever bond. They would realize issuing and managing that bond on Ethereum is actually the cheapest thing. Because you just put it out there, you could see everybody who hold it, you could automatically send you could send the you could send the yield to them. If you wanted in your smart contract, you could actually whitelist the accounts that could transfer the bond. So it can't go to everybody.
Right.
But I just giving you the idea, when in smart contract land, you could do anything.
Yeah.
So alright, I don't see any more questions. Christian, Clement, thanks for joining the chat there. Aaron has left. Pankaj, I hope you get through. I know you send me it in the chat that you get the UD, you get the VTTD, so you get a chance to interact with the blockchain. I don't know. I see I have 9 viewers here, so Darren, thanks for sticking through and watching it. Suma, yes, the video will be up. Everybody else, Kyle, Darius, everybody, I want to thank you all so much for coming out. I'm gonna close off this stream here. Thanks, and if you enjoyed this video, hit a like, and if you enjoy it more, you can subscribe, and hopefully I'll keep making some good content. So I'm gonna close off and enjoy the rest of your night.